All right, so in this segment, it's growing even closer. I believe I've reviewed in the past how we grow closer together as a couple. And I've talked about how if we're in the good wolf, we're going to grow closer together. And if we're in the bad wolf, we will grow further apart. So with that, as long as we are in the good wolf, there are three categories where we have activities that help us grow closer or further apart. And that's when we work together and play together and share feelings. So those are the three ways that we can grow closer or further apart. And of course, we want to be in the good wolf, so those are all good. In another segment, I talk about 4 kinds of dates. So in this segment, I'm going to times that by 5. So we talk about the 4 kinds of dates, and review that if you haven't heard that. But it's a little trick thinking about who we are as human beings to even times those variety of dates by 5. So now there's 20 kinds of dates. And that's how you can break it up and shake it up and add even more variety to the focus of your dates and the purpose. So that is going into the 5 areas of how we are as human beings. We have a physical, emotional, social, mental, and spiritual. Okay, so in those 5 areas, that's how we can shake it up and add more variety. So physically speaking, when you think about planning the date, what kind of physical activity, whether that's work or play, or how would you even share feelings in a physical way? So that's where you can use your imagination and make that work. Emotional, to focus on emotions and maybe experiencing emotions. So you go on a date and you say, today we're going to focus on the emotion of serenity. And that's where you might go physically watch a sunrise or a sunset, but then focus on the emotion. And while you're on the date enjoying that sunset, is what emotions are you feeling while you enjoy that in that quiet time together. And focusing on that quiet time together, that brings a different dimension into your relationship. Mental, in the mental way, what kinds of things or ideas stimulate your mind and get you excited? What kind of things that shut you down? And so that would be another conversation on a date on mental stimulation. Social, that's one time where a date focusing on the social aspects of how you are socializing together and how you approach social situations together. So focusing on social is the one time in a date you can qualify as a date for the purposes of being social and practicing on how that is most comfortable for both of you. It's often I hear the story of going to social situations where one person is the life of the party and the other sitting back in the corner watching. And maybe that's how you enjoy that. Maybe that's not how you enjoy social activities. And so this is the opportunity focusing on the relationship, on how you like to be social. Some like to be able to be with their partner, arm in arm, or next to each other and socialize together. It's a different experience socializing together as opposed to in the same room, socializing separately. So that's another focus. And last but not least, and perhaps actually the most important, is developing our spiritual self and our spiritual companionship. So there's, of course, attending church together or spiritual events, going to your temple or synagogue where you focus on your spirituality. Some could do that in a nice time together, sitting in the woods, thinking and praying together. That's a great way to grow closer together, is to actually pray together for each other. That's a great activity to develop your own personal spirituality and your companion spirituality. 20 different kinds of dates or activities that can bring you closer together as you focus on that. So I wish you the best in implementing and adding variety. This is a way higher level of activity. You think about all of those when you focus on spirituality, the more spiritual you are connected with your higher self and your partner's higher self, then all of the other areas expand as well. Think about even praying to God and asking Him in a prayer together, being spiritual, that He can bless you in your intimacy as well. So pray before intimacy and then pray after in gratitude for the blessings of your sensations and emotions, your mental ideas that you can experience or have experienced during that intimacy time. So that's one way to increase your spirituality. And there's nothing more powerful than increasing your spirituality that does increase your physical, emotional, and mental and social harmony than to grow spiritually together. So I wish you the best in that. Happy and eternal marriages.